What's going on, creative people? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Pocket Science. My name is Neon, and today we're going to take a look at how to build a hydroelectric dam, a working hydroelectric dam that can generate electricity for buildings and for structures nearby. All that you will need to build this hydroelectric dam is some observers, some basic redstone knowledge, some sticky pistons, and you're good to go. Now, in the case of this hydroelectric dam, the water is flowing inside the dam, down to the bottom and into the ocean nearby. Some hydroelectric dams have water falling out the front, but this one has it on the inside. If you would like to design one where the water falls out the front, you will also be able to use the same observer system for that. Now, let's get started. The first thing that you will need to make a hydroelectric dam look realistic is a reservoir. To build a reservoir like this, you could use a very simple fill water function if you know how to use command blocks for such a thing. If you don't know how to use the water fill function, you can also just use some simple blocks, make a flat plane, and then use water buckets to put them on top to create your water level. Once you've leveled out an entire reservoir, you can then go and delete the blocks from underneath and the water will fill up the entire space. Now let's do a quick walkthrough of how this hydroelectric dam works. There are two water intakes marked by the tiny little openings down below. The water flows into those opening intakes. Once the water flows in, it will flow past some observers, which recognize a signal and will send redstone current into a generator, which will be able to be sent to nearby structures. Now, let's take a closer look at how the inside of this hydroelectric dam works to turn the falling water into redstone electricity. So we're going to go into the hatch to go to sub-level 1. And hopefully we can fit down the hatch. Oh, looks like we might need to lose some weight. Let's see if we can squeeze down. There we go. And fingers crossed. Yeah, we made it. All right, team. Okay, we're now on sub-level 1. So we're going to take a look at how the function of the falling water works on this level. So here is the opening that we saw from the outside. This is opening number 1. Here we are using sticky pistons, and the stone is just attached to each piston and moving back and forth with a current that is being sent from below. The same exact thing is happening on the left side here, where you can see that the opening is again being opened and closed by the sticky pistons. Sub-level 1 is for the piston system, and the next level will be 2, and the next level is where the falling water generates a tick of electricity. So let's go down to sub-level 2. Alright, here we are on sub-level 2. So now we're going to go back to where the water opening was and look at it from down below. So here you can see the pistons are still doing their thing and the water is falling in bits. There is a tick of water which is passing these observers over here, right? So the observers look slightly different because we are using the city texture pack, but a standard observer from the normal texture pack will do the job. So the water falls past the observer on the right. The observer on the right reads the signal, sends it up into the torch, and the torch sends electricity up to the pistons, which in turn move back and forth in a continuous loop. So what we've created here is a little bit of a continuous system which allows the pistons to keep moving and the water to keep being sent bit by bit. So one more time. Falling water activates observer. Observer sends redstone current into the torch. Torch sends the power up and reactivates the piston at the top here. The same exact thing is happening on the left side. This observer is powering the left piston, so it's again sending the current out, upstairs, and creating a continuous loop of movement. This makes your water system very efficient because you don't ever have to come and retoggle power. There's a continuous loop going on. If we look at the second water opening, we have the same system going on over here. So sub-level 2 is for the purpose of powering the pistons above. When we go to sub-level 3, we will see how the falling water creates electricity that can be used to be sent to cities and to be sent to nearby structures. So we're going to go down one more level into the power generation room. And let's see if I can make the mad dash through the door. Ah, got stuck. Let's try it one more time. Typical Minecraft scenario. Hit the door, dash, we made it. This is one way to make sure that little kids that are part of your realm don't come in here and mess things up for you. Alright, we are now in sub-level 3, and this is where we can see that the falling water will create electricity. The falling water comes through here bit by bit, and these observers that are placed here are recognizing the signal, sending it out, and all of the combined signals from the falling water are being sent into one single current line, which will even out the signal and stop it from fluctuating so much. So we have one observer on the right and a second one observer on the right, and they're both sending a signal out. The top one is sending its signal up on this line over here, and the bottom one is sending it down on this one here. The lamps are just there so that you can recognize that the power is being observed by the observers, but also it looks pretty cool. Once all the observer signals are sent into the power lines, they can be gathered in one location, which will make for a much more continuous electric current. Let's try and get through this door. Mad dash, didn't make it. Let's try it one more time. Ah, the struggle is real, people. Here we go. Nope, didn't make it. Ah, maybe I'm too tall. Oh yeah, that's the reason why. I was actually floating. Well, it was my fault. Let's try one more time. Success. Alrighty. So we're going to move forward into the area where all of the signals are being gathered. So the function of this room is to make the current nice and steady. So as you can see, the current comes in from here and it is fluctuating. It's turning off and on. That's not going to power a nearby structure very nicely, is it? Because if you were to try and use that for your electricity, your redstone would constantly be switching on and off and on and off. So to make it smoother, we have this part of the cycle over here. Now, when the left side is not on, the right side feeds an on signal in. That way you get a continuous signal. So the electricity is coming in from the right and left and meeting in the middle and then sending a continuous signal up. So in today's video, we're going to be trying to use this hydroelectric dam to power the nearby bridge that you can see over there. We won't be able to see the lights very well if it's daytime, so what we're going to do is we're going to change it to night, midnight. There we go. So as you can see, the city is currently being powered by a nuclear generator that's on the other side of the city, but the bridge over here that's in front of us is in the off position. So there are redstone torches here that are not powered at the moment, and it would be useful to have this bridge lit up at night because it looks aesthetically pleasing and because if anyone's crossing it with a boat car, they can see the way. Let's see if we can activate the lights on that bridge using the water that's falling through this hydroelectric dam. As you can see, the continuous signal from the sublevel 3 is being sent upstairs into this line, and the only thing that's stopping it from powering the bridge over there is that I need to place a redstone piece here. So I'm going to place the redstone piece and then we're going to see the bridge light up with just the power of falling water. Here we go. Something that is worth noting is that the hydroelectric dam can send a redstone current, but because of the rendering distance of the game, there is a limited distance to how far you can send the redstone current. So be careful about where you place your hydroelectric dam and your object that you're looking to power. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Minecraft Pocket Science. We hope that you enjoyed the video and that you will be able to replicate something like this in your own Minecraft realms. Good luck and hit that like and subscribe button to see more Minecraft engineering projects. Neon out.